Lupus Aureus Chapter, Act 1. Alright, we'll go over here. Let's do this.
What should I do now? If only Cyno was still around.
Excuse us. Has something happened?
Oh, I appreciate the concern, but who are you?
We also happen to know Cyno.
Ah, friends of Cyno. Well, I suppose it's not a secret or anything. Since you two are interested, I'll just lay it out for you.
Thanks, that makes this very convenient.
My name is Nabil. I'm a Matra in the academia. A case involving the smuggling of canned knowledge has come to our attention recently, but unfortunately, we don't have the people to handle it at the moment.
Huh? You mean the academia is short on Matra right now?
Well, not exactly. I suppose the main problem is that the case suddenly came up after General Mahamatra Cyno left to go somewhere. It would be a real headache for us to tackle the case ourselves.
God forbid if we had to work. Ugh.
Given the large scope of the issue, we talked things over internally and decided that we should find further assistance from outside the Matra. If you two have some time, would you lend us your strength?
Yeah, I mean, you don't know us, but it's fine. We could help you out.
Alright, since you asked so nicely, we'll help.
Do you have any further intel regarding this case?
Yes, large amounts of canned knowledge from unknown origins have been appearing on the market recently. We suspect there's a secret route being used to move the capsules. According to some research, using large amounts of canned knowledge could lead to some serious consequences. And, unfortunately, most people have yet to realize that. Rumors also have it that some particularly dangerous canned knowledge has made its way into the market. Regardless of whether the rumors are true or not, this case calls for urgent action. According to our current leads, it's highly likely that there are dealers selling canned knowledge outside the city, even as we speak. If you two could, please help us investigate the area.
You can count on us! Let's go!
Alright. Sands of Solitude started. Nabil, it was great talking to you.
How's the case coming? Any progress?
Dude, I just started. Come on, man. God, I take it back. I don't want to talk to you. Alright, so let's go and over here.
Huh? It's Cyno! What are you doing here?
I'm rendering this cart.
Ah, it's you two. I knew I sensed a familiar presence. I'm currently in the middle of an investigation here. We'll have to chat some other time.
So you're investigating something here too.
There's been a recent case of canned knowledge smuggling. It seems that the smugglers are following an elaborate and dangerous scheme. I just happened to acquire some intel which led me here.
Hey, what do you know? We're also here to investigate that.
Wow!
I see. Well, the situation might be more problematic than you anticipated. I've already questioned several people, but gained very little information. Long story short, I was able to learn of the secret location where the canned knowledge is being sold. You're welcome to accompany me if you're interested.
Whoa, that sounds pretty complicated. But having Cyno around will definitely make things easier.
Indeed.
Alright, let's go round up those bad guys.
Is this all you got?
I got the people mixed up.
Seems even less than last time.
What difference does it make? If you see something you like, buy it. If not, then keep walking.
They've been cracking down on us lately, so we don't have much on hand. If you see something that catches your eye, then now's your chance. There's no telling when we'll have more.
This guy's a baby for putting his nose up like, if you don't like it, change your diaper.
What does the academia think they're doing? Alright, I'll take these here. Let me see what else you have. I don't see any real gems in this batch. It's all pretty ordinary stuff. Whatever, how much do I owe you?
150K. Show us the Mora, and you'll get the goods.
150K?
Put the Mora down and your hands up.
Yeah.
It hit Cyno! When's he ever gonna let up?
When you stop being a douchehead.
Hey, forget the goods. Let's split.
But don't forget the Mora!
Yeah, take your time collecting the money. That's gonna save you.
Dun dun! Not so fast! You can't escape with Paimon on the case!
I appreciate the dun-dun.
What is this? He's got backup now? Doesn't everyone say Cyno works alone?
Well,
I don't like the looks of this. Either way, it's gonna be a tough fight. Any ideas?
yeah, probably surrender and don't fight.
It's over. It's not like we're making a big cut anyway. I'm not losing my life here.
Yeah, there you go. This guy gets it. I mean, he's stupid for doing this in the first place, but at least he gets it. Also, I feel like having these Akasha terminal things, whatever they're called, these things that they got in their ear. If you were going to be a bandit, be doing bandit things, wouldn't you not want that going on? I feel like they'd be able to like detect you a lot easier if you wear it. Maybe that's not confirmed, but I'd just be paranoid if you get any technology put on you / in you via government or whatever. Like, you know, they're watching, listening. I mean, you think our cell phones are safe? They know I have Ganyu as a freaking background on it. Jeez.
Huh? Did they really just give up like that?
Just like the others I've caught. They're not deep in the circle, just dealers at the bottom of the chain. All right, I have one question and one question only. Where did you get this canned knowledge?
You better answer it. You better.
The pickup location is different every time. The boss tells us where it's gonna be and that's it. We don't get a say in it. He sends someone every 5 days to bring us the goods.
All right, now you gotta tell them who your boss is.
And when is the next batch coming?
And who's your boss?
I don't know.
But your boss does, so who's your boss?
He's telling the truth. Honest. Normally, we should have received a shipment 3 days ago, but we didn't get anything. The stock we have right now is from 8 days ago, which is why there isn't much left.
Seems this isn't getting us anywhere. Cyno wasn't kidding when he said intel was hard to come by. Where's your boss?
I know exactly why they didn't receive their last batch. 3 days ago is exactly when I started my investigation. I suspect who's ever running this whole thing knew that I was coming. So they cut all contact with these dealers.
So we should find out who that person is.
When you were trying to escape, you said something about me working alone. Where did you hear that from?
From everyone who's seen you work alone.
Are you kidding? We've known your name since day one in this business. The boss warned us to watch out and even gave us info about you.
Who's your boss?
But here we are. I guess we never stood a chance.
They already knew all about me and were trying to avoid being detected from the very beginning. These small fries are the only ones they leave out in the open. And no matter how many we catch, it won't further our investigation.
Which is why we should find out about the boss.
If only we had another lead.
Like the boss.
Like a merchant who sells large amounts of canned knowledge.
Well, that's gonna be Dory, but we should get the boss's name. If they don't know the boss's name because that's secret, then we should get another person who works for the boss, maybe closer to the boss. Or we should ask, I don't know, where are you supposed to meet the boss next? Where do you receive the messages from the boss? They gotta know something. If they're like, oh, we won't know for another how many days, then you just kind of watch them for that many days, and then if nothing happened... It's fine, let's go talk to Dory.
Huh? Oh, you mean someone like nothing?
Do you have a potential suspect? You'd better bring them to me for judgment.
Is she the boss? Is Dory running the criminal organization to get the canned knowledge? so she can sell it? Because she sold it to us before? Why did that take so long for me to put together? I was complaining about who the boss is the whole time when we're just gonna find out it's Dory. God damn it. Oh. Oh god, Dory, you scum. Alright.
Whoa! Judgment?
Yes, judgment. Let's go kill Dory.
That's right. I won't turn a blind eye on any dangerous suspect.
As rightfully so.
Oh! Sounds like we shouldn't ever let Cyno meet Dory.
Actually, we were mistaken. We don't know any merchants. We don't owe Dory anything. She tried to rip us off. Also, Dory's probably not the boss. It could be like a red herring, like it could seem like she is, but there's really someone else, and she's actually being super helpful with the situation. Maybe trying to like spin it a little bit to make it like, oh, she's not all that bad. Like maybe she is working towards thwarting someone else's plan, even though her plan's kind of like but like she's really up against someone else who's more of a threat. Maybe.
I see. Anyway, I'll think of a way to deal with these two and then continue gathering information. If you manage to learn anything, you can find me at Caravan Rebot. And as for you, I don't ever want to catch you buying canned knowledge again. If you possess any unused knowledge capsules, then you should submit them to the authorities immediately.
Okay, I got it. Just keep your nose out of my business.
That's not how this works, dude.
Hey, what's with the attitude, mister?
Yeah, you got caught trying to do a stupid thing, and now you're like, just leave me alone. It's like, shut up. Go to...
What, you got a problem with that too?
Yeah, I do.
Listen, buying canned knowledge is a deal between two people, the buyer and the seller. We don't need people like you butting in on our business here.
And the canned knowledge is illegal to buy, so, therefore, you fucked up.
Think about it. If
Right?
the academia is hoarding something as convenient and useful like canned knowledge, then they must have been planning only to use it for themselves. Am I right?
They must have their own reasons. You may have a point.
The academia has clearly published the potential dangers of canned knowledge. I don't like having to repeat things. And besides, I'm sure you wouldn't listen anyway.
Like, let's be real. I'm not a fan of the academia right now either because of who runs it. But if the canned knowledge is dangerous, it should not just be in the hands of people who don't know what the fuck they're doing with it anyway. So yeah. But yeah, of course. No one should have it. You know what? I think I should have it. Give it to me. I'll take the canned knowledge. And that way no one has to deal with it. It'll be my problem.
I just hope you understand that your actions are what fuels the smuggling of canned knowledge. If I ever catch you again, I will personally see to it that you are punished.
That means he's gonna kill you.
All right, Traveler. I need to go now.
Okay, goodbye. You'll be missed.
Ha! You think you can scare me?
Don't talk. Stop.
Traveler, why don't we go talk to Dory? She's got loads of connections and might be able to tell us something about all this. If Paimon remembers correctly, she's usually at the palace of Alcazar's Array. Let's go!
Okay, we'll go to Alcohol Zare. I don't know, that's not how you say it. Yeah, so maybe Dory's not responsible. But at the same time, I don't really have a reason for her not to. Why would we want to protect her? Is she usually at this place? She's not usually at this place. I guess now she is, but... Why would we care about Dory? We had that one interaction with her where she ripped us off, or tried to. And let me make this very clear. I don't mind having a character that I do not care about. Not everyone has to be like, oh, you should really care about this person. They're super cool. because I hate when they force that. I think we should definitely be able to form our own opinions of the characters, and not everyone has to be likable. So the fact that Dory, to me, is not likable is actually a little bit of a fresh air. Gonna be real. That's like a positive for Dory, as far as I'm concerned, is that because I don't like her, it's cool that she's around, because if everyone was super awesome all the time, that would actually be kind of boring and a little overwhelming. So it's cool to occasionally have a character where I'm like, ah, man, I have problems with them. It's the same reason why I don't like really, you know, like why Child is an issue with me. I shouldn't say an issue, but why he's a character that I don't really jive with, because I don't agree with how he looks at the world. I just don't. Not saying he's a bad character, but I can't see eye to eye with him. I don't sympathize for him. And then there's like Zhongli. Love Zhongli. Like I said, I want to sit down and pick the guy's brain if I ever had an opportunity to do that. If that was a thing I could do in the game, just hang out and talk to him specifically for like hours, I would. But I don't always agree with what he says either. Even though he's supposed to be super wise and knows all this stuff. You know, Archons in general, they know a lot, but they don't share a lot. So that makes me kind of uneasy. Like, oh man, what's gonna happen? You know, every time Venti shows up, I think like we're gonna get some crazy lore-breaking crap that's been going on the whole time, and it's whatever. It's cool though, you know. Like I really like these characters because of these things. So far, Nahid has been like the most upfront Archon we've had, which is great because she is like Archon of Wisdom, and that's just cool. But yeah, Dory, I don't. Other than her being around for a possible comic relief, I don't really like her. Anyway, I just wanted to share my thoughts on characters and such. Like obviously there's Dottore, right? Bad guy. Definitely a bad guy. Does bad things. Maybe it's for the greater good at some point in time, but right now, very bad. Crazy way to go about life and doing things and hurting people in order to get things done. But cool freaking character. Dory, what up?
I see. So that's the latest scoop. Good thing you didn't rat me out. Otherwise, who knows where I'd have to be hiding to avoid attention.
Do you know who is smuggling the canned knowledge?
No idea. Sorry. I've already cashed out of the canned knowledge business.
Okay, good. Well, at least there's that. Okay, so she's not responsible. Thank God.
Huh? You mean you stopped selling it? That's right. With so much canned knowledge flooding the market, it was becoming impossible to fetch decent prices anymore. Besides, it seems that group of smugglers has practically taken over the market. It's a little rule of mine to never fight for a share of someone else's market. If I'm gonna make Mora, it's gonna be the lion's share. Plus, with regulations getting as tight as they are now, I figured I might as well just hang it up. Sounds like we came all this way for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not completely.
I don't want to do a job for you. Don't make me, please.
Granted, I don't know who's behind all the smuggling activity, but since you didn't sell me out, I'll let you in on what I do know. After all, those smugglers have really crossed the line, butting their way into the market like that. I hope their luck runs out soon so that I can take over. I mean, so that the industry can become more fairly regulated.
We get it, you're scum.
Hey, you just want to make more business for yourself.
Selling canned knowledge really that lucrative?
Don't underestimate its value. Think about it. You can gain all sorts of knowledge while bypassing the troublesome process of studying. Naturally, that makes it a product worth a high price. Of course, not everyone needs that kind of knowledge, but in a market as big as Sumeru, there is plenty of demand. Plus, the cost of production is relatively low, so even if dealers have to cover transportation costs, there's still an enormous profit to be made.
I will say one thing that I like is that I think one of the canned knowledge things that we got in the past was actually some like swordsman stuff, and that was used, the Traveler used that canned knowledge in front of Alhaitham and stuff, and yeah, apparently I was told that your stats actually did get a slight buff from that scene. That's kind of awesome. What I wish they did, which I think would be really cool, is that they had some kind of thing in Sumeru, like a hidden world quest where around the desert or something, or around the jungle and desert, like just Sumeru in general, there were hidden points of canned knowledge where you collect them and they actually do boost your stats like by tiny increments from each one you find. I think that'd be cool, just as a little like, haha, I did the thing, like, you know, whatever. I think that'd be kind of neat. A quest where you're going around collecting things and you actually get something that sticks with you for it, not just like a weapon, or not even that, because you don't, like, you know, you don't even get real weapons. I mean, you do sometimes in like events, but not in normal world quests. It's very rare. You know, like you just get a little something that stays with you, and it's kind of like, yes, I went through the trouble of doing this, so I got something more substantial. Anyway, I'm not talking about like crazy bonuses, but it would just be just a neat little like, yeah, you did the thing. So.
Then why does the Academia prohibit selling canned knowledge? Being able to gain complex knowledge and become a scholar with the snap of your fingers does sound like a dream, doesn't it? But everything in the world comes at a price, right? Gaining knowledge is a complicated process. It requires learning, thinking, and practice. Even when it comes to my own business, I have to go through a lot of preparation before I put anything out for sale. But with canned knowledge, one may simply skip all the hassle and get whatever they need to know immediately. That inherently leads to at least two potential problems. First, you'll accept the knowledge as factual without a second thought, and you'll find it very hard to forget. This means that if the knowledge is flawed, then it'll be very difficult to correct. And second, excess use of knowledge capsules over an extended time diminishes your ability to think. You'll end up becoming like a library that can only store knowledge.
Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Traveler, you used canned knowledge before. Did you feel any negative effects?
No, I'm fine.
Of course, using it sparingly is not an issue, which is exactly why I used to sell it. It's just like how medicine can be used to cure diseases, but can also do harm when overused. It all comes down to balancing the right amount.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the point. There'll be consequences if the sale of canned knowledge by those smugglers is left unchecked. And what's worse, you're playing right into their hands by focusing only on the canned knowledge that's made its way into the market. As far as I know, their real purpose is to distribute information about the Court of Desolation. That's where the real business opportunity is.
The Court of Desolation.
The Court of Desolation? What's that?
Rumor has it that it's a site of ruins from the age of King Deshret. It's said that with the treasures inside, one can see beyond life and death. But any research of the ruins is strictly banned by the Academia. Word on the street is that there'll be an auction taking place in the desert. They're auctioning rare canned knowledge, some of which is related to the Court of Desolation.
Interesting.
Once I heard about the auction, I began to suspect that all the canned knowledge popping up on the market is just a diversion. I'd wager that their real target is the Court of Desolation.
Why use canned knowledge to distribute information? What's the purpose of hosting an auction?
Because studying those ruins is not just a simple matter. It requires knowledge spanning several fields. So, if they're aiming to quickly assemble a research team, canned knowledge would be the best solution. As for the auction, chances are they're trying to attract and scout out anyone with interest or expertise on the subject. On the other hand, no one can say for sure that they will ever succeed in finding the Court of Desolation. So, they might as well just make a fortune while they're at it by hyping up the related canned knowledge at the auction.
Sounds to Paimon like we better head to the desert and see the auction. Who knows, we might find some leads there.
Okay.
That's right. And now that I've shared all that valuable info with you, it's time to introduce our limited edition desert travel kit. It comes complete with a map straight to the auction location.
And yeah, and you would just give that to us, right? For not ratting you out? Or is that not how it goes, because now we're fair and square because you told us about the whole... Okay, I get it, all right.
As I said, I also have to make preparations before I sell things, right? Now, let me consider how much I should sell this for.
A discount because we're friends, and if you want us to continue to not talk about your shady business, you know, should be very reasonable.
I've got it. 500,000 mora per clip.
No.
That's quite the bargain. We'll even offer a 50% discount for Little Paimon's travel kit. Only 250,000 mora.
No. 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 You're like 750,000 mora over my price.
What? That's super expensive!
No need to worry, little one. Cyno's the one heading this investigation, isn't he? I'll be sure to bill all the expenses to him.
Doesn't that out you?
All you'll need to do is tell him to go to the Merchants Guild and pay the bill once the mission is completed. Just, be sure to not send him directly here, though, okay? That would leave me completely in the open.
Yeah, which is why your price should be significantly lower.
I'm sure the former General Mahamatra of the Academia would never leave any debt unpaid. Oh, the Mora. I can see it already. Loads of shiny Mora coming Dory's way.
We'd better get going. If Dory keeps at it, we'll be out of Mora.
I don't want to talk to you.
By the way, it would be quite a tricky task to get all the canned knowledge off the market, don't you think? You'd probably be making some enemies along the way, too.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Because in the short run, the circulation of canned knowledge benefits everyone. Whoever's behind the smuggling gets a chance to study the Court of Desolation, while knowledge dealers stand to make big profits. Even the buyers get a rare chance to easily access knowledge that's hard to come by. So, you see, it's a win for everyone. Who would want anyone stepping in and ruining the deal, As for the long-term consequences that lie ahead, most people can't see them, nor would they even believe them. So, if you think about it, you're setting yourself up to be targeted by everyone.
Good, come at me, bro. I'm ripped.
You've got quite the challenge ahead of you. I can only imagine how stressed you'll feel. How about I recommend a book for you?
God
It's
damn.
called 100 Ways to De-Stress and Live Your Best. I'll offer you a 30% discount right now.
Oh, again? No way we're falling for that.
Well, still hate her.
Cyno! We got news for you. What the smugglers are really after is a chance to research the Court of Desolation. They are hosting an auction in the desert to sell canned knowledge about those ruins.
The Court of Desolation. I won't ask how you came by this intel, but is it reliable?
Why? Okay. Yes, it should be. It's all we have to go on for the moment.
We also heard that the Court of Desolation contains treasures from the time of King Deshret. Is that true?
Partially. It was a secret place built by a dark sect from the age of King Deshret. The ruins do contain treasures, but the place is also rife with unknown dangers.
Rife.
According to past research, one must forfeit their life as the price of entering.
Ooh.
They are not some ordinary ruins, so the Academia has strictly prohibited any related research. However, if they are using the canned knowledge as a way to move information and recruit researchers, then I suppose your conclusion does hold some validity. Regardless, We need to go into the desert.
Are there many people trying to study the Court of Desolation?
Less in recent years. But there are always those who attempt to do so, both inside and outside the academia. After all, legends claim that whoever obtains the treasures inside can see beyond life and death, or even resurrect the dead.
Okay.
Death is often the greatest grievance for many people. Though they're fully aware that the chance of these rumors being true are slim, they hold tight to such fantasies and pursue them regardless.
Oh boy.
That's why some continue to research it, regardless of it being a restricted subject. On top of that, it's hard to track the source of information contained in canned knowledge. Do you know where the auction is taking place?
Yes, we do.
Good. We'll go investigate. But before that, we'll have to get rid of these people tailing us.
Huh? People tailing us?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Let's begin to leave town and see what happens. I'm sure they'll reveal themselves as soon as we make a move. Don't worry. I'll make short work of them.
Okay.
That's Cyno for ya. But we can lend a hand too, you know.
What's this we, Paimon? You say we a lot. I don't think you know what we is. We're gonna take care of these people who are trailing us.
Hold it right there. Heading to the desert, are we? I would think twice if I were you.
Huh? Who are you?
That doesn't matter. All you need to know is that someone wishes to inform you that it's not too late to turn back.
His name is Juba. Jubba.
You must be Cyno. I've heard a lot about you. You've got quite a reputation. But this time you're in over your head. Unless you turn around right now, I'm afraid that even you won't return unscathed.
Well,
And as for you two, why bother sticking your noses in trouble that doesn't even concern you?
we're here to help Cyno.
That's right. We won't just sit back and do nothing.
Yeah.
Ha! Have you really thought it through? You're not just doing this for recognition, are you, Cyno? My employer said that he's willing to compromise as long as you just walk away. He could, for example, reduce the amount of canned knowledge on the market. I'm sure that would help your investigation appear to be successful enough. On top of that, he's willing to give you a cut of the profit. So you see, you get both Mora and a boost to your reputation. I can't think of a reason why you would pass that up.
Because he's just not that kind of guy.
Is that so? Well, I can't think of a reason why I'd accept. I've heard enough. Get out of my way.
Sorry, no can do. We're getting paid to ensure you disappear. Since you won't turn back willingly, then we're gonna have to make you go back.
Yeah, I don't. This guy's dumb, right? We agree that this guy's dumb. He does not have Nahida Archon of Wisdom on his side. He's lacking all sorts of wisdom right now.
That's how
New punching bag.
Nowhere to run.
Through me, justice is served. Your penance is due. You stand condemned. Guilty today. Your penance is due. You want this one?
It's pretty cool.
This doesn't change anything.
I know I could have swapped between people, but I just wanted to solo them with Cyno because it was fun.
You're in over your head, Cyno. There will be others coming for you. You'll regret it. Let's get out of here.
Shouldn't we follow them?
No need. Even if we apprehend them, there'll be little information to gain. Besides, it might also be a trap. I apologize for bringing you into this dangerous mess. Just being associated with me will inevitably cause you to become targets as well. You should be careful from now on. Sleep with one eye open.
Okay.
Wait, hold on! There's no way anyone could sleep without closing their eyes? Right?
Joke's on you. I don't sleep, because I'm depressed by my missing sister. Anyway.
You'd be surprised. Anyway, just be careful. Mercenaries are never quick to forget. In their line of work, even a single failure is bad for reputation. They may even stay hidden in some dark corner for a very long time, waiting for the right moment to ambush you. They'll do anything to keep their prestige intact.
Have you encountered that kind of situation before, Cyno?
Yes. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was carrying out a mission with one of my superiors. I didn't have much experience at the time, and I let my guard down after we had closed the case. We ended up being attacked by the remainder of the mercenaries. My superior was injured while protecting me, and we struggled to gain control of the situation. I've become more vigilant ever since, staying alert even while I sleep.
I mean, I kind of like that story there. Because it shows that there was a time when Cyno wasn't so... Not saying he wasn't good at his job, but saying that, like... How he lacked the knowledge of, like, how people will still have grudges, that people will still come after you and all that stuff. Like, he learned something, and then ever since then, he's made it a point to be more vigilant. So it just gives us a little bit of an insight as to why he's so, like, strict and aware of his surroundings and such all the time. He wasn't at one point, and it caused trouble, and that trouble's not worth it. So, yeah, better just be vigilant all the time.
Whoa, who could have seen that coming? Was he okay?
He survived with a fractured wrist. It took 2 months for him to recover. But luckily, there weren't any further complications. Last year, he transferred to an administrative role for personal reasons, and no longer participates in live missions. His name is TheRoschi, a very well-respected Matra. You'll have the chance to meet him someday.
Have we not already met this guy? No, I'm thinking of, like, that older mercenary guy in that city. I don't think that's the same dude.
Anyway, our mission will be dangerous. I'm already used to such grueling conditions, but I don't want to see you two get hurt.
Don't worry, Paimon will stay alert. We'll see danger coming a mile away.
We've also experienced a lot of sticky situations. Let's all do our best.
Good. Don't worry. It won't be long till we're at the bottom of this. And once this is all over, I'll sweep away any other hidden dangers.
Okay. Alrighty. You say so, man. I believe you.
So hot. If only there was some shade for us to cool off under.
Maybe we should take a break.
We still have a long way to go, so you'll need to hang in there for a while longer. This is not a good place to rest anyway.
I mean, I agree.
Okay. But don't you feel hot too, Cyno?
Of course, but I'm accustomed to these conditions.
Care to share any tips? Paimon's about to melt away.
Okay, so first you have to just be born here, and then you have to grow up here. And then you just get used to that kind of climate, and it's not a big deal for you. Try that.
Just try to stay focused. Use your willpower to support your mind. The moment you start to give in is when you'll feel more tired.
True. True. I did cross country in high school, and you know when you're running and you feel tired and you want to stop, you just can't. The moment you stop to walk, to catch your breath or whatever that is, you might get that cramp, and it's gonna be really hard to start running again. Even if you're running and you do have the cramp, to stop, that intensifies it. You just have to focus on, like, you know, moving ahead, going forward. You gotta use your willpower. It can be hard, but you know, it's very, very possible. I do eventually think heat stroke would affect you. I don't think your will can beat heat stroke. But as far as like your own, the mind's a very strong thing, right? And you can kind of like block out other kinds of pain. But when it comes to things like heat stroke, where it's just like, oh, you're dehydrated and you're going to pass out because there is nothing actually fueling your body anymore, I feel like that's different. I feel like you can't stop yourself from passing out.
Take one step after another. Don't let your mind perceive your body's limitations. We must get somewhere safe before we can relax.
Okay, if you say so. But where would be a more safe place to rest? Paimon thinks this is a perfectly safe place to stop. Just look around, it's just sand and desert. There aren't any monsters for miles around. Whoa! Where did these scorpions come from?
Sand.
Watch out. Something's not right about them.
It's like they're scorpions or something. Whoa, right behind me? That's cheap.
Propagate!
Blaze over. Born of ice and foam.
Eyes on me!
Boba, get them!
Just a blizzard in a desert,
Well,
you know?
Paimon really didn't expect to see those here.
All this chaos.
Those weren't just normal scorpions.
They were desert scorpions.
See? There are marked numbers on their pincers.
Ooh.
They were raised by someone.
So you mean...
Someone doesn't want us to show up at the auction. These scorpions were sent to keep us away.
Damn it, we just killed all their pets. Ah.
We are surrounded by desert as far as the eye can see. If we were killed out here, nobody would ever know.
This place is super dangerous. Good thing we didn't let our guard down.
Something's not right. There are no roads in the desert, so how could they know where we are?
Means they're watching us right now.
Stay still.
Okay. Whoa.
Here's the answer. It must have planted this on you.
What? Who got close enough where they could do that? Dory?
Huh? What is it?
A miniature tracking device made by the Ksharawar. They can use this to discern your approximate location. But this device wasn't licensed for mass production. Where did they get it? Could someone from the Ksharawar also be involved? But that doesn't...
Whoa!
Oh, that doesn't seem right,
Paimon
sorry.
never knew that kind of thing even existed. Why would it be on him?
They probably planted it on the Traveler during our fight with the mercenaries earlier.
Ah, sure. I didn't even notice.
It was a frantic fight. It's only natural you didn't notice the device.
Well, good thing you were able to find it, Cyno. Now let's get rid of it.
No. Hold on to it for now. It might still be useful for us. Let's keep heading to the auction. It would be dangerous to linger here any longer.
Whoever trained these scorpions did a really good job, though. You were able to communicate to scorpions to go to this specific spot and attack us. I mean, that's something. Now I feel bad for killing them. They were smart. Just smart little arachnids. You know? They did their best. God damn it, mushrooms.
They're back again! How many of them are there?
God.
Into the fight!
touching.
Stay away. Good. All right. That looks like it could be the auction right there.
Weird. Is this where the auction is?
Look at all of that canned knowledge just sitting out. Nobody here.
Yeah, not a single soul. Maybe they're on break right now or something.
We didn't waste any time getting here after we defeated those mercenaries. They shouldn't have been able to give any warning of our arrival. But even so, they still knew we were coming. Someone here must have been watching the tracker and warned everyone to clear out.
I mean, yeah.
Aw, what should we do now?
Confiscate all the canned knowledge, first of all.
We searched the area. They couldn't have moved all the knowledge capsules so quickly. There might still be something left for us to find.
I mean, yeah, they're right there.
All right, let's take a good look around the area.
A little weird thing to say, considering that they are literally all right here. Ordinary canned knowledge seems to have nothing to do with the Court of Desolation. Oh, but they could have moved the Court of Desolation stuff. Large amount of canned knowledge has been piled here, enough to fetch an extremely large amount of more on the marketplace. Okay. Footprints. Scattered footprints have not been completely buried by the wind and sand, but it is impossible to speculate on the direction of the merchant's escape from the... Hey. The Sumpter beast is drinking water leisurely and seems to be completely unaffected.
Did you find anything?
Found canned knowledge. I found more canned knowledge. Found a bunch of footprints and a Sumpter beast. What do you got?
No, nothing in particular.
Only some average looking knowledge capsules.
It's possible there weren't many knowledge capsules containing info about the Court of Desolation, so they carried those off. But don't worry. I have another idea. You two start heading back the way we came. I will remain hidden here.
Because we have the tracker and they're gonna be like, oh, they left, and then they're gonna come back and Cyno's gonna pop out and be like, gotcha, bitch!
Come back and meet me here after some time has passed. I'm sure something will come up by then.
So that's why you want me to carry the tracking device.
They packed up in a hurry and didn't have time to carry off all their goods. They won't just leave them here. Once they think we've left the premises, they'll be back to pick up their belongings. We just need to make sure the tracker goes far enough from here to make them assume that it's safe to come back.
Oh, Paimon gets it. We'll lure them out because they'll think we've left. Okay, we'll start heading away and leave this place to you.
Yes, and don't worry. If they dare to return, I'll make sure they stay.
Yeah, you will. Alright. Well, I'm gonna go now. This is Grey Eagle to Blue Dog. We are approaching our descent to the checkpoint that should be far enough away from the current objective. Blue Dog, how is your status? They killed him.
Ugh, so tired. We've probably gone far enough now, right?
Go a little further.
can't go another step. How about we rest here for a while?
You float, you're fine.
It's probably about time for us to head back to the auction. Let's go. Maybe Cyno's finally found some leads.
I mean, sure, but I feel like if the tracker stopped moving, they'd be suspicious again. That's why we should have just kept going, but just slowly. Alright, fine. I don't like how Paimon just overruled what I had to say. I don't like that. I just missed all those. I got one. Oh well. Paimon, we're gonna have a talk about, like, you know, you getting things you want. I don't really think that's how this works all the time. I think you're gonna have to make some sacrifices. Or you're gonna have to explain how floating makes you tired. What kind of magic are you using, huh? Got none. Alright. Here we go. And...
Oh, looks like Cyno caught someone. So you're the bad guy behind all this, aren't ya? All right, tell Paimon everything you know.
does he know anything about the smuggling? Does he have an important role in the auction?
I didn't act immediately when he showed up. Rather, I laid low and observed for a while instead. He is not the primary instigator, but he is most likely one of the more important dealers here. Am I right?
Yes, impressive. You certainly live up to your reputation, Cyno. If I had any idea you were still around, I wouldn't have gotten so greedy.
Huh? Greedy? What do you mean by that?
Once everyone knew you were coming, all the canned knowledge dealers abandoned their goods and fled at once. Obviously, there wasn't time to pack up everything. Since all the goods were just left here unsupervised, I thought I'd use the opportunity to come back and take what I could. You know, free merchandise is good business, but... I suppose there's no use explaining it now.
You must know who's manufacturing and selling the canned knowledge, correct? Will you tell us willingly? Or do I need to make you talk?
No, I'll talk. But before that, perhaps we can take the conversation elsewhere?
Why, so your buddies can come back? Take care of all the stuff while you're elsewhere? I don't think so.
If we stay here, chances are that someone will see me with you. That would put both me and my family in danger.
That sounds like your problem for getting involved in this.
All right. Where do you suggest we go?
How about my home in Aru Village? It should be safe there.
Yeah. Let's go to his home, where his family is, and talk to someone as important as Cyno. That won't be suspicious. Fucking stupid?
Fine. Let's head out. You can throw away the tracker now, traveler.
Listen, buddy, you better not try to trick us.
Come on now. Do you really think I'd try to pull anything under Cyno's watch? Seriously, what can I even do?
I mean, you guys did try to pull something. You did. You tried to. All right. We gonna try to avoid the scorpions. Oh, there's a lot of them. God, there's so many things I need to collect. It's hurting my brain. Seeing all this stuff. Hey, you kid. Your dad messed up.
Dad, you're back! Oh, we have guests? Hi there.
This is my daughter, Simin. She can be a little shy of strangers.
I mean, she said hello. That's nice.
Why don't you run along now, dear? Dad needs to talk with our guests.
Dad's in big trouble. Dad's gonna go away for a long time. You know, just like how we saw that teaser with Risley and that other girl's father who committed a crime, and he was like, Daddy's gotta go away because Daddy fucked up. And she's like, what do you mean, Dad? Then she went to go live with someone else, and then Risley took him in and said, maybe you'll learn how to be a bigger father. A better father, not a bigger father. He was decent. He was like normal height. I remember stuff.
Oh, okay.
Everyone knows Cyno in our business, but let me ask, who are you two?
Your worst nightmare. And indigestion.
Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
That explains nothing.
To be honest, I really didn't expect to see Cyno, the lone operator, working with any partners. When I saw the tracker start moving away, I assumed you had decided to just go back empty-handed. But even though you caught me, I'd still urge you to stop while you still can. You should abandon this investigation.
Why is that?
Everything from the manufacturing of canned knowledge to the sales and even splitting the profits. Every step of the process involves dozens, if not hundreds of people. Massive profits have brought everyone together in this business. Everyone will try their best to defend this industry that we've worked to build. It will be a long and difficult fight, even for you, Cyno.
Well, then we better get started fighting.
And even if you manage to win in the end, no one will thank you. If anything, you yourself might even feel remorse. Why are you so bent on putting us out of business?
Everyone has their own reasons for what they do. I don't have to explain mine.
Here's some tea, Dad. And for the guests, too.
Right. I forgot to offer tea to our guests. Thank you.
Don't mention it. And, I should tell you that our tea tastes kind of bitter, but I put some sugar in to make it a little tastier.
She poisoned our tea? She in on this? She the mastermind? She's the mastermind. Call her.
That's my girl. Do we still have any sugar left? If not, I'll buy some more next time.
Yes, we do. Okay. I'm gonna go have a rest now.
Didn't you say that everyone's in it for the massive profits? That sure doesn't seem to be the case for you.
Actually, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I was hoping to ask you for a favor.
Oh, now you want to ask for favors after you're in trouble.
My daughter was born with a chronic disease, so she has a relatively weak heart and lungs. Even slightly strenuous exercise can cause her to faint and prove to be a life-threatening risk.
Why'd the kid have to have a disease? God damn it. Alright. Alright.
That's why she never really had any friends to play with, and why she locks herself up in her room most of the time. She has to take lots of medicine, and it doesn't come cheap. As for me, I was just an average merchant. I would wake up early and travel all around to make a profit. But the Mora was still nowhere near enough. I could only watch my daughter's health deteriorate day by day. Until one day, someone reached out and showed me a way to really make a profit.
Selling canned knowledge.
That's right. With all the Mora I made, I could finally afford medical treatment for my daughter. Nothing made me happier than seeing her get better. There are many others like me. Smuggling canned knowledge might seem like an unforgivable crime to you, but to us, it's a means of survival.
God damn it, now I'm on this guy's side. Shit.
I wanted to tell you all this so that maybe you could understand and change your mind. Please, stay out of this, Cyno. Give us a way to survive.
Oh no. That means that if we prevent the sale of canned knowledge, his daughter will...
I must get to the truth. I can find someone to help treat your child, but I cannot turn a blind eye to the smuggling. These are two completely different issues.
I mean, true. I mean, he just needs the right resources, and I know money can be crazy, but like, I mean, hey, we know Baiju, man. Can we hook him up with Baiju? I'm sure he could help. Come on.
I somehow knew you would say that. But having your word to help my daughter is enough for me. Since you insist on continuing the investigation, you should have a look around the back of my home. You'll find some goods I received just recently. I think everything will become clear to you once you see them.
Whoa! Look at all of this!
Yes, all neatly packed away and organized in boxes. To think that this is only one dealer's worth. Small producers couldn't possibly support such a large quantity of goods. Could the academia have a hand in this? But such a volume of goods wouldn't be able to slip through inspection.
Huh? Look! These seem different from the other knowledge capsules we've seen. Maybe they...
Yes,
Oop,
that would
didn't mean
make
to do that.
sense.
Heavy finger.
Wait, what's this?
Some sort of markings we've never seen before. Do you know what it is, Cyno?
Yes, it's a Matra seal, indicating that the goods have passed Matra inspection.
Oh boy.
I started to suspect that someone in the academia might be involved when I found the tracker earlier. But how they could ship so much canned knowledge out of the academia was still a mystery. The pieces have now all fallen into place. With this Matra seal, goods can leave the academia without undergoing a second inspection. No wonder they don't want me to investigate. It turns out that a Matra is behind this. Even I find it hard to believe.
Could be a misunderstanding.
Could I ask you for a favor, Traveler? Since all this canned knowledge came from the academia, then it's highly likely that the knowledge regarding the Court of Desolation originated from research files stored within the academia.
It's not going to be the guy that we spoke to in the very beginning of the mission, right? That'd be weird for him to put us on this wild goose chase only to reveal, like, it was me! Like, that doesn't make sense. Right?
If we can enter the repository, we can find out who accessed these files. But, considering my current status, if I suddenly show up at the academia now, it will only draw unnecessary attention. You'll need to be the one who checks the records. I'll write a letter to Nabil, and he'll take you there.
Nabil, yeah.
Sure thing! Leave it to us!
It doesn't make sense if it was Nabil. That'd be weird. That'd be
I'll
so
also
weird.
keep working here in the meantime. Although our leads are all currently pointing to someone within the academia, it's obvious that they also have power outside of it. We can get more information on other dealers from Bahari. I'll stay here and make some preparations. You can come find me anytime if you uncover more info.
Okay. Alright.
If you start sniffing around the academia, it won't be long before people catch on to you. And once word gets out, they'll soon be after my daughter and I.
Don't worry. I'll find them before things escalate that far. But if you still feel uneasy, then why don't you tell me about anyone else you know who was involved? The more information I have, the safer you will be.
All right.
Okay. all right. Gotta go talk to Nabil. Nabil, we got some questions. We gotta figure some stuff out. And you're gonna help us.
Hello, we meet again.
We do.
How's the investigation going?
All right. Here's a letter, which I didn't read myself. Damn it.
So you were able to find Cyno after all. I hope he's doing all right.
Same as always.
I read the letter and must admit that I hadn't expected things to be so serious. Sorry. Had I known it would be so dangerous, I never would have gotten you two involved.
I don't believe you.
It's alright. We wanted to help Cyno too.
I can tell that he really trusts you. The research files stored away in the restricted repository are far from ordinary. Everything there is essentially about dangerous research that's forbidden by the academia. Even I don't usually have authorization to enter, but with this letter from Cyno, it shouldn't be a problem.
Forbidden research.
That's right. Granted, the academia is very supportive when it comes to research. They encourage scholars to conduct all kinds of studies.
Like, one forbidden kind of research was the whole turning machines into, like, people. Like, to have, like, souls and stuff, essentially. That was one example
However,
that we learned.
some forms of research have proven to be so dangerous that the Matra have to step in and put a stop to them. Normally, after some particular research becomes prohibited, the majority of the related files will be destroyed. But some information may be retained as a record to warn later researchers. Such information is kept in the restricted repository, which is heavily guarded. Follow me. I'll show you. Hopefully, we'll find the answers that Cyno is looking for.
The
Okay.
restricted repository. Sounds kinda dangerous. We'd better keep an eye out.
Okay. But we're also with Nabil, and he would never do anything to hurt us. Right? Right? La 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 la. Oh, hi. Hello, Uteba.
Okay, I understand.
Good.
Since Cyno is vouching for you, I suppose we can trust you.
Mhm.
You may browse the information regarding the Court of Desolation. Ask me if you have any questions.
Okay,
But
thanks,
I'd
man.
suggest avoiding any other research files. Sometimes the less you know, the better.
Ignorance is bliss. Okay.
So this is the restricted repository. I never thought I'd see the inside of it. This is a first for both you and me.
All thanks to Cyno. Do you also know Cyno, Uteba?
There are many who do not openly converse with others within the academia. But even so, there are very few who I feel could be trusted with a real secret. Cyno happens to be one of them. Even though he's no longer in the academia, I still trust him. And that goes for anyone he trusts as well. The files are over there. Just make it quick.
I thought this guy was going to be like the mentor that he was talking about before, who got like the administration job. Secret text interpretation menu. Records, an account of Haravatet. Wait, Haravatet. 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 I think. Researcher being sentenced to prison for deciphering forbidden documents. Oh. Cool. Oh man. I'd be sent to prison if I was in Genshin. For being someone who's so interested in lore stuff, I feel like, oh yeah, the academia, that's where I'd be, right? But it's a jungle and a desert, like it's too humid, too hot, like I'd die. I'd suffer so much. Unless if there's some like real good AC in here, which I doubt. No, I don't think I'm a fan of that. So, yeah. I think I'd still be in Mondstadt. Anyway, just probably working under Albedo or whatever. Anyway, yeah, I'm just not that smart. I don't think I'd be. I don't know where I'd be. I'd probably be working in like a freaking restaurant or some shit. Mechanical life force research data. Okay. Records, an account of a Spantamud researcher who was expelled from the academia for studying mechanical life forms. Yeah. Sounds familiar. Okay. Sealed materials. Port of Desolation. Oh boy, here we go. Sealed materials, the Court of Desolation. Despite repeated prohibitions, research on the Court of Desolation in the past decade has increased without ceasing. Researchers who study the history of the Court of Desolation mainly go through 3 stages: discovery, investigation, and fanaticism. The earliest stage of research is the relatively basic discovery phase, which causes little to no harm. The results of their discoveries will show that treasures related to life and death may be hidden within the Court of Desolation. This is also where the rumor of bringing the dead back to life may begin. Following the initial phase is a prolonged investigation phase. All documentation regarding the location of the Court of Desolation has been vague at best. As a result, the structure itself has never been truly discovered. Okay, so no one's actually found it yet. Many researchers deplete their resources searching in the desert, only to find a scant few remaining stone tablets with the words, "Entering the Court of Desolation comes at the price of one's life." 2 different interpretations of the line have quickly emerged as a result. Some believe that the price of one's life is the key to entering the Court of Desolation, while others asserted that it was a requirement for the court to appear. Because the Court of Desolation has never been discovered, the later view gradually became mainstream. As a result, many researchers went in a short period of time, overtaken by their fervent desire to make the Court of Desolation appear. They attempted to sacrifice their lives. Relevant research became increasingly dangerous and was eventually banned. But even after that, many academia scholars secretly continued their research. It was not until 7 scholars, including Murtada Rakandi, were arrested that research into the Court of Desolation entered a period of stagnation once again. Radkani wasn't that the name of Cyno's guy? Uh-oh. They wouldn't say his name for no like, that's the guy, right? Isn't it? Oh no, we're gonna get into this place somehow, and we're gonna see this guy there. My other thought was that they keep talking about, like, yeah, to reach this place, it takes, you have to give your life to do it, essentially, right? This is giving me Hu Tao vibes with their version of, like, the underworld, that space, that domain, that's where spirits go, right? Or just being within those chambers in general. This is like to reach this place, you would already have to be a spirit. I don't know how you would come back from that. Maybe we as the traveler could, because, you know, the rules don't apply, and we've shown before that we essentially can do some crazy stuff and not die from it, involving the afterlife. I don't know.
Whoa, there's a lot to read here. Have you found anything yet?
Yeah. Murtada Rakandi. Murtada Radkani. See, I keep saying Kandi, like a D, like there's a D between the N and I, and it's not, there's no D there. This researcher's name sounds familiar.
Huh. It reminds Paimon of Cyno's former partner.
Yep.
His former partner. That would be Taj Radkani. But you're not far off. Mortada Radkani was Taj's only son.
Oh! I thought Murtada was like a title.
What? Taj's son went to prison for researching the Court of Desolation?
Why do you sound so surprised? You're a Matra, aren't you?
It's just that they arrested him in secret, so it was never publicly known. All I knew was that Taj's son was taken to prison. It's not just me. I bet even Cyno didn't know about it.
Is there any way we could meet Murtada?
No. Unfortunately, there isn't. He took his own life not long after he went to prison.
Oh boy.
You've heard about Taj, right? I know Nabil has. Every Matra knows him. I would say he's probably pushing 50 this year, which makes him one of the most experienced Matra. He is a man of integrity and honesty, and has made countless achievements. His reputation goes back a long way now. He used to be Cyno's only partner. Taj is also skilled with the polearm, so the two of them used to practice together when they weren't out on a mission.
Ah, right. I heard Cyno mention that before. But one day, Taj suddenly decided to retire from active duty and transfer to an administrative position. I wonder if it had anything to do with the Mortada incident.
Taj isn't behind the scenes right now doing some shady stuff. Oh no. Is Taj somehow getting involved with this shady stuff now so he can try to get his son back who took his own life? Is he now looking for this desolation to get his son back? And he's like authorizing all of this canned knowledge because he's technically searching through it too. And like, the more people discover, he can also have access and use that information in return. Like, I don't, like, oh boy. Oh boy.
Taj was already very well known by the time Mortada was born. So when Mortada came to study at the Academia, everyone had high expectations of him. He had to face a lot of pressure.
Yeah?
Then he had an unpleasant dispute with his father, but they were eventually able to work things out. Not long after they had reconciled, Mortada was caught studying the Court of Desolation, which is in violation of Academia rules.
Yeah.
Taj arrested his son and put him behind bars. He begged for leniency, but Taj wouldn't agree.
Wow, so he also arrested his own son. Goddamn. He could still be behind this, though. He could be feeling guilt for arresting him, which led to his son taking his own life.
Shortly after, Mortada slit his own throat with the pieces of a broken bowl.
Jesus!
By the time Taj arrived at the scene, it was already too late. He never had a last chance to see his son.
God damn! Ooh.
Since then, Taj has been periodically coming to the repository. He'll hold the files from his son's research with a remorseful look on his face. I guess that's why he chose to move to administrative work.
Okay.
I had no idea that happened. That must be really hard for Taj. I've never heard him mention that to anyone.
That's awful. Paimon feels terrible now. Are you okay, Traveler?
Taj has gone through Murtada's research files.
Wait, don't tell me you're starting to suspect Taj now.
Of course I am.
Impossible. Taj would never do that. I mean, yes, he does have a big reputation and has access to such research, but this is Taj we're talking about. He would never do anything against regulations. Never.
Listen, man, I've seen enough crime shows where it's all like, he was such a normal guy. He was kind to everyone. Shoots up a place. You know what I mean? Like, people go crazy.
But if you claim that the canned knowledge was originating from the Academia, then Taj is indeed a suspect. Because he was the only one who could have recently gone through research files about the Court of Desolation.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many files about those ruins that it would be difficult to restart any research, since the 7 original researchers were put behind bars. It's hard enough just trying to make sense of these files. However, if the files were made into canned knowledge, they could be understood immediately. By doing so, one could restart the research outside the academia without anyone ever noticing.
But even so...
According to the legends, the treasures inside the Court of Desolation could allow someone to see beyond life and death. Or even bring the dead back to life, right? So maybe Taj is trying to bring Mortada back.
Yep, that's where I was going with that.
Though I don't really believe Taj would ever try to do something like that. I'm just telling you what I know. It's the job of the Matra to find the truth and track down criminals. Do you have any questions? If not, it'd be best if you would leave now.
Paimon's kinda confused. What should we do from here?
Let's go ask around somewhere else.
Oh, now that I think about it, Cyno suspected that the canned knowledge was coming from within the academia, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no way so many boxes could ever get through without drawing any attention. Maybe we could try asking people around the gate of the academia and see what we can find. Don't worry, Taj. I won't let your reputation be tarnished.
Unless if it deserves to be tarnished, my guy.
Alrighty then, let's go ask around.
It's not like we're gonna spread rumors that Taj is up to bad shit without knowing if he is or isn't. Pretty sure he is, but we don't have that, like, evidence yet. That solid evidence. We only have a hypothesis. Okay. Hey, you. Batter. What have you seen?
Excuse me. Have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
Huh. Well, yes, but isn't that pretty normal? The academia consumes so many resources each day, everything from cooking ingredients, raw materials, even equipment for experiments. It's normal for goods to be coming in and out.
What about canned knowledge?
Right, but we're looking for shipments with a Matra seal. Have you seen any like that?
That I'm not too sure of. I normally wouldn't notice whether the goods have any seals or not. Maybe you should ask someone else.
Alright. It was pointless talking to you, Batter. Let's go talk to this person who's definitely gonna have the answers for us. Hey, you, guard man. You gotta be very observant, analytical, keen eye. You definitely have seen if there's been boxes with a Matra's signature on it. Tell me about it.
Excuse me, have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
No, not that I'm aware of. Perhaps you could ask someone else?
Jenam, what do you even do, my guy? God damn it. Alright, I'm gonna go ask someone else down here. Don't mind me. Alright, you, guard guy. You gotta know something. Your buddy up there, Jenam, totally slacking at his job. You, though? Believe in you, man. What's up, Pam?
Excuse me, have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
Tell us about it.
Huh? Why do you ask?
That's not... You have to answer my question first.
I'm just checking to ensure nothing unusual has happened.
Well, I can't say it's unusual, but I did notice something.
Go on.
There's a Kashar researcher who's been making frequent shipments recently. Dozen of large boxes each time, if not more. When I asked him about it, he said they just contained a bunch of old worn-out machines. The Kashar used to often sell scrap machines to traveling merchants, so I didn't really think anything of it. But he's been making a lot of shipments lately. There weren't ever so many outdated machines before.
And you didn't find that suspicious? Why didn't you report it for inspection?
Well, the boxes were stamped with a Matra seal. Why should I bother?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I did start to wonder about the seal once. thinking that maybe they forged it or something. But you know what happened?
What happened?
A man named Taj came here and told me that he'd already inspected the goods personally and ordered me to leave the researcher alone. I couldn't question his word, could I?
Oh, I suppose not.
Possible. There must be some sort of mistake. There's no way Taj would ever...
Just calm down, everyone. Pam, chill the fuck out. Pam hasn't done it.
No, I won't believe it. Taj is an honorable man. Someone must be trying to frame him.
Why are you telling? He doesn't know. Pam doesn't know what this is. Shut up. Nabil. Listen. Sometimes, I'm gonna be real with you. Sometimes your heroes suck. Sometimes your hero could actually be a shitty person. I'm not saying the guy doesn't have his own reasons that he believes that, you know, he could be doing this or should be doing this, but probably not a good thing, right? I mean, he's got some stuff going on.
Wait, I know another Matra who works with Taj. I can ask him to let us speak with Taj.
Maybe we should do that. This guy. Nabil went from like respectable to like, guy's kind of well, he's frantic right now, right? What? Pam? I guess he could still be
As
here,
I've
it's
already
fine.
told you, I don't have any way to contact Taj.
As far as, well, I know this is his post, but I mean, we could have moved elsewhere, but I guess he could be in on the... He's gonna have a lot of questions. It doesn't matter. All right, Usam.
A few Eremites showed up looking for Taj yesterday, and he met with them in his office. I was standing outside of the door, and I vaguely heard them say, "Found it."
Gotcha.
Before I realized it, the door opened, and Taj left with the group of them. I noticed that he had also changed into Eremite attire.
Oh boy.
But Taj didn't come to work today, so I've also started to feel a little concerned about the whole thing. If you'd like to speak with him, maybe you can try visiting his home. He lives just on the outskirts of Sumeru City.
A group of Eremites? Could Taj really be the one making all the canned knowledge?
No way. Taj is just like Cyno. They're considered heroes among the Matra. There's no way that he would...
Shut up, Nabil. Let's go to his home and have a look.
Fine. Looks like there's no other choice.
Hey, don't let it get to you just yet. We'll get to the bottom of this once and for all.
God, Nabil, stop your whining. Just stop, just shut up, you idiot. Usam?
Taj lives on the outskirts of Sumeru City. You can try looking for him there.
Thanks. What do you have to say for yourself?
Huh. Was my intuition right? Was there really something wrong with those goods?
Maybe if I did my job better, I could prevent some of this. No, he had... I get his point of view. He didn't have... I mean, you know, if a Matra signs off of it, why is he going to question that, right? Makes sense. Makes sense to me anyway. Pam, you did alright. Doing just fine. Don't take Nabil's yelling to heart. He's just... He doesn't like the idea of one of his heroes being, you know, a little crooked is all. Not saying I wouldn't do what Taj is doing right now, but, you know, for the sake of what's going on, we can't let that happen.
So, this is Taj's place. There doesn't seem to be anyone here.
Well, what should we do then? Do we break in?
No. Wait, the door's unlocked. Did Taj leave in a hurry?
You just said we shouldn't break in, and then you tried the door?
Well, anyway, we're still not sure if he's the real culprit. Probably not a good idea to go in without permission.
Oh, we're going in. There's no other option, though. We have to do this in order to clear his name.
You're right. Even if we apply for a warrant now, we won't be able to do anything until tomorrow at the earliest. This is an emergency. I just hope Taj doesn't mind.
Whether Taj minds or not does not matter. You need to get yourself checked, dude. What the heck? I'm getting...
What's this?
Drugs.
It's a paper full of names written on it. Oh, and a map. Nabil, can you make any sense of this?
Yes, this is definitely Taj's handwriting. These papers look like records. These are the transactions between Taj and some other people. From the look of the numbers, the scale of this smuggling case is absolutely massive. The whole operation involves more than 300 people, including dozens of celebrities.
Wow.
These are famous scholars, merchants, mercenaries.
Oh boy.
I have a feeling that Cyno might be unaware of what he's up against. There's no way anyone could face such a large organization on their own.
Maybe he is aware of that. Even so, we won't back down.
You're right. That's just who he is.
Isn't it funny how in the very beginning when we were talking to Cyno and those other guys, and I was just like, what if we just asked about the boss? And now this is leading to where, like, finding out, like, who's been in charge of the whole operation is. Like, we probably could have done some interrogation and been led straight to wherever their boss guy is. Wherever Taj is, where Taj is. They're probably not even gonna say his name. You know, that why would they actually give out his real name? But like, we could just something. Oh, but then, okay, hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. Before I start getting corrected, which I'm sure I already have been. There's no way those guys were working directly with Taj. They were working with other guys, Eremites probably. I'm assuming Eremites, just because desert stuff, the auction thing, like, you know, just other merchants. There's like 3 other people before you get to Taj, probably. So I get it. We can't go directly to Taj. But still think we should have been asking some questions about who's in charge of what.
As for the map, it appears to indicate the location of the Court of Desolation. Let's take it to Cyno and let him decide how to proceed.
Oh boy. Alright.
If Taj really has turned on his honor and committed these terrible acts, then I suspect that he might already be at the Court of Desolation as we speak.
Which would be wild, considering that people think you need to give up your life to do it.
I don't want to suspect him, but I also don't know him very well. Maybe Cyno will know what to do.
Then why were you trying so hard? Just because trying to defend a guy based off of their clout is crazy.
Alright, we'll give these to Cyno and see. Let's go!
Like, how Nabil's been going about this is like the same idea of like, say there's a streamer that you watch or some YouTuber, and you really like the content that they put out. Like, the stuff that they put out is like, really, it's really engaging, really cool. And then you learn that they're like, you know, a freaking abusive partner, or they sell drugs, or the freaking pedophile, whatever that is. But you're just kind of like, but no, their content's good. So why would they, how could they do that thing? That's like Nabil's whole, his whole mentality right now, and it's killing me. Because I hate that. It's like, you know, you guys know about Rurouni Kenshin? Awesome anime. Guess what? The creator loves child. There's some things where I think people can separate like the art and artist, but there's other things where I'm like, it's really too hard to like not see that shit. I mean, like, but that's like the whole thing. It's just kind of like, no, Taj would never do anything out of grief, and he's got too much on the line with his reputation, and he's done all these great things. He's an amazing scholar, well respected. In his personal life, though, wants to break the laws of nature, essentially, to get his son back because he feels guilty about it. So yeah. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough, my guy. Nabil, you need to take like a bath and just calm down and like shut up just a little bit. Okay, we gotta get there. How do I get there? What's the best way? Maybe up here and glide on down? Hopefully this isn't bigger than this. We're gonna find out. I don't want to talk about it. Everything's fine. Wow, we got here and we were super cool while doing it.
Well, Cyno, what do you make of it?
Taj. It's been a while since I last saw him. From what I remember, he is a straight-laced man. Although he would resort to extreme measures from time to time, he would never do anything against his beliefs.
So do you think he's the one behind all this?
I'm still not sure. I cannot imagine how devastating the incident with Mortada was for him. Nor can I deny the possibility that people can change. Whether it's out of love for his son or for other reasons, we have to see for ourselves to judge him. Or rather, the person he's become.
The evidence is stacked against him now.
That's right. It's clear that he had a hand in this case, yet he made no report of it. There's no doubting that. That's also why I need to see him. I must ask his reasoning and judge him myself. Time is ticking. Let's go.
Let's go. This is good though. I like the story quest. I do like the whole investigative thing going on. Even though I've complained about some characters like with what they say and such, but that's mostly just, you know, it's my commentary. Me getting angry at Nabil for acting the way he's acting isn't me like, man, this sucks because he's acting that way. But I'm engaged to the whole thing, and I'm talking through my own logic of the situation versus theirs. Court of Desolation. All right. All right. We need some water. Hello, Mona.
This is destiny.
You're right. It's also desolation.
So this is the Court of Desolation. Are there really any treasures buried here? Oh, Paimon's kinda nervous. Could it be dangerous?
Don't worry. You'll be safe with me.
Oh, look at that. How you doing?
Fate is upon you. Power that ended Hypno. No touching. Shadows of fate.
Nowhere to run.
Oh. Can't do anything. Alright, there we go. I guess it splits up and you can kill the little pieces and to make it go away, otherwise it'll regenerate itself with a little bit of life left. That's my guess, but whatever. We got it. I look like a trap on the ground. Probably not, but...
Look! These walls have definitely seen better days. Was there some sort of fight here? Let's keep going and see what we can find.
We're way behind. Get all hail.
Got ourselves a button. Split. Ooh, look at that.
Whoa! Is it just Paimon? Or did that passageway just rotate? It's not gonna start moving again, is it? Either way, we should be careful.
We'll be fine. nice steps. Fan of the steps. I like it to rotate.
Hopefully that's our way in.
The whole aesthetic for this domain is very nice. Nothing too complicated or anything.
That eye seems to be staring right at us. This place gives Paimon the creeps. You go first.
It's probably what always happens. You go on first. Into danger. Oh yeah, the rotation school. That's gonna be open up now. Love it. Ooh, that in there looked kind of creepy. Oh, look at these steps. Fan of stairs. Well, kinda. I'm actually not great when it comes to stairs in real life. I've fallen down stairs many times. It's not fun. Not fun. Anyway.
Scatter!
Decided by destiny.
Judgment is upon you. Guilty.
All right. Cool.
Ah, Cyno. It's been some time since I've seen you last. I trust you are doing well.
I like your voice, Taj.
Seeing that you've made it all the way here, you must be on the cusp of wrapping up your investigation, I presume. Even faster than I expected. Is it because you have some new partners now?
That's right. This case is nearly closed. But the most important answer still eludes me.
Why, Taj? Why?
Was it all your doing? Smuggling the canned knowledge? The research of the Court of Desolation?
Yes, it was me.
Then explain why.
The guilt.
That's the difficult part. Let's just say I've changed. I've become a selfish coward who only wants to pursue his own interests.
I find that hard to believe.
Oh, really? Way I see it, every person will end up like me sooner or later. When you're young, you press forward, unattached, living solely for the justice in your heart. But as you begin to age, you start to become more cautious. You know many things are wrong, but still turn a blind eye to them. I was the same. I never questioned my actions until Murtada died. I could feel the justice that I once strived to uphold slowly crumbling in my heart.
Yeah. He held up justice so much that it cost him his son's life. That's rough.
I was completely dedicated to all that I did, but as I grew older, I found myself feeling alone, miserable. Can you imagine what it feels like to not have the will to live, but not be able to die?
I mean, we don't need to get into that.
Murtada was sent to prison by my own hands. I set myself on this painful path. My son hated me, to the day he died, and now I must live with that pain and regret. I failed him as a father. But now I have a chance to make it right. A chance to reunite with him.
I don't know if that's how that works, man. I feel like one of you is gonna die. Either he stays dead or you're gonna die and he comes back. Or maybe you're both dead. I don't know.
The Court of Desolation. Here lies the key to overcoming life and death. The power to even bring the dead back to life.
So, did you already find what you needed here?
See this door behind me? Behind it lies the treasures that I seek. I'm so close, Cyno. If only you hadn't arrived now, I could already have...
Enough conjecture. What has happened is already part of the past. You cannot bring the dead back to life. In the end, the treasures you seek are nothing but myths and legend.
In the end, it doesn't even matter.
Since you're so sure, why don't you just let me open the door and see then?
No. I sense danger behind that door. There will be dire consequences the moment you open it.
I beg you, as an old partner, can you let me fulfill my last wish just this once? Surely you get it by now. Doing your job without mercy will only drive people away from you. I'm the prime example.
I don't overthink things. If there is only one way for me to defend my principles, then that is the path I will take.
Seems there's no convincing you. All right then. Let's see if your polearm skills have improved at all.
Oh.
This power is mine.
Oh, you got other stuff going on. What's up with the dinosaurs? You summon dinosaurs? That's not polearm skills. There's nothing to do with polearm skills. Oh, okay. All right.
I will set things right no matter what.
Not bad. Eyes on me!
Yeah! Access denied.
Fate is upon you.
Leave my space!
Your strength.
You feel it, don't you? I'm stronger than you remember. I gained new power when I entered the Court of Desolation.
You summoned, like, dinosaurs.
This is only a taste of it. Once I open the door behind me, this power will be complete. Even life and death will have no grip on me.
Boy. He's becoming a god.
Uh-oh. We have to stop this guy!
I won't let you open that door.
I wouldn't be so sure. I'm afraid it won't be easy to stop me now that you're injured. Or are you ready to sacrifice your life for this?
I'll do what I have to.
I still remember when we first became partners. You were always charging forward and putting your life on the line, just like now. Even after all this time, you still haven't changed.
You haven't changed either. You left that list of names and map in your house on purpose, didn't you? You wanted me to be able to find you here. All of this was just part of the act you were putting on. What happened just now was also part of your plan. You might have fooled those on the list, but you will not fool me.
Someone has to die for the door to open, right?
I had my suspicions from the beginning, but I couldn't be sure until we fought. If he really had changed, your fighting style wouldn't be as it was before.
Huh? What do you mean, Cyno?
He never planned on opening the door. His true intention was...
To die?
Seems our time is running short. Let me make this quick then. After Mortada died, my spirit was crushed. For a long time, I was hoping this reality was just some terrible nightmare. I hoped I would just wake up and be able to see his smiling face again. That is when I was approached by someone who wished to collaborate and find the Court of Desolation together. I did some investigation of my own and discovered they were part of a massive organization.
Fatui? Is this Dottore? Oh my god.
People from every walk of life are involved. They are relentless in their search, pouring countless mora into secret research, even sacrificing lives, in hopes that the Court of Desolation would appear.
No wonder banning the research wasn't enough. A full-scale operation was already in motion.
I'm a flesh and blood human like anyone else, so I obviously hesitated and considered it. The thought of bringing my son back tugged at my heart, but in the end, I came to my senses. I knew that I could not let myself go down that path.
Okay.
I suddenly came to a realization amidst my suffering. The Court of Desolation, a place that once drove people to tragedy, was still doing so, even centuries later. As long as this place exists, people will recklessly seek it out, just as Mortada did, generation after generation, regardless of the cost.
So if you're here to stop it, if that's it's sounding like that right now, then why fake it up to this point so much?
Let it be buried beneath the sand forever. Once the Court of Desolation is gone, there will no longer be anyone obsessed with seeking it out.
The damage on the walls we saw on the way here. They're going to destroy the Court of Desolation. So was fighting us just now just another way to cause more damage to the place?
That's right. I acted as if I had abandoned my convictions just so that they would cooperate without raising any suspicion. This was the only way I could find and destroy this place. But that wasn't enough. I needed someone I could trust to bring the organization to justice. The Academia forbids the research of the Court of Desolation, so they would never approve my plan in the first place. To add to the problem, the organization is so powerful that they even have members working within the Academia. If I wished to destroy the organization, I couldn't just count on the Academia alone.
So, you pretended to be the one behind all this, as a test for me.
Yes. I'm sorry, but now I am assured. You haven't changed at all. You are still as you always were, fearless, and making no compromise. Anyway, this place is collapsing. You must leave now.
Wait! Aren't you leaving too? There are still loads of bad guys to catch outside!
His fate is already sealed. There is no life left inside him. He is like a candle with no more wick to burn.
He means to open the Court of Desolation, one must sacrifice their life.
You planned it all from the very beginning, didn't you? Risking being treated as a traitor to collaborate with them. Sacrificing your own life to open and destroy the Court of Desolation.
Regardless, I made a grave mistake by allowing the smuggling and the research of this place. Let this be the final judgment on myself. I was always so busy with work that I never made time to fulfill Mortada's wishes. finding this place was his biggest wish. Since I'll be reuniting with him here, I can only hope he won't have anything more to hold against me.
I mean, dying for him. I don't know about that.
I'll leave all those people on the list to you. Sorry for all the trouble I've caused.
There's nothing to be sorry for. We are partners. If you see Mortada, send him my greetings. Goodbye, old friend.
Oh, man.
Dad, why are they so strict with me? I'm always the only one who gets in trouble.
Jeez.
Just leave me alone! Don't worry, I won't damage your precious reputation.
All right, Dad. Let's start over. By the way, I finally found an area of research I wish to pursue. Why can't you show even a little leniency? Why?
Because we are Matra.
Damn. Ugh, I got chills.
Huh? The Court of Desolation has...
Disappeared.
Just as Taj said, that place had caused too many disasters and tragedies. Being buried in quicksand is its rightful end.
What about the organization?
To them, as long as there's more to be made, they will disregard the Academia's rules, whether it's the Court of Desolation or anything else.
Okay, so not Fatui, just an organization within academia that does some crazy research stuff.
Their only goal is to make massive profits off of dangerous research. Taj may have set them back with the Court of Desolation, but it won't be long before they continue searching for another target. That's an opportunity that I will not let them have.
We'll help too.
Thank you, but you've already done enough. Just leave the rest to me. I will bring them to justice myself. Besides, I promised you that I would sweep away any potential danger. So, that's what I'm going to do. Wait for me at Caravan Rebob 4 days from now.
Okay. Oh, man. Alright, so I jumped the gun thinking Fatui when they started mentioning organization. They were being very vague with it. So I thought, because in 2 chapters ago, we had, 2 acts ago, we had Dottore reveal himself being within the academia. So I was thinking like, oh yeah, it's like people that were already kind of on the wild side of researching things, seeing Dottore and were like, oh yeah, messing with mortality, life and death kind of seems up his alley. So I was just like, all right, maybe he is sending people out to further research this. He's been doing so for a while in more in private, and then only recently kind of revealed himself. Anyway, either way, yeah, I mean, this, I don't necessarily know why Taj had to put on the act once we got there, that he was doing this to bring back his son, which is what we all thought. That's what we went into this thinking. I really do like how he turned it around into telling us about like that he went to great lengths to pursue this very dangerous thing because of how many lives it has destroyed, how many lives and families technically it has destroyed by people looking for it. So his whole thing was to find it and get rid of it so no more would have to suffer, I guess, the same way him and his son had because of this. Respect. Like that a lot. I guess the reason why we fought him before he revealed all that was because it would damage the place. Because he wants it to break and fall down. And instead of being all like, hey, help me destroy this place, he just kept putting on the act anyway. Because otherwise we might not have agreed to it, because we could have still gotten him out of there, and that's not what he wanted. He wants to die. Right? He thinks that's going to make it better. By the way, it doesn't, but that's what he believes. So, sure. Honestly, I think it would be better to continue to live and do something great in your son's name or something. Not like take on the name, but just kind of like dedicated to his son or whatever, or finding a way to destroy this chamber and then say like this is what his son was trying to do, like trying to like just like mold the story a little bit so it's not just like, yeah, his son disgraced himself and blah blah blah, and all, like, I don't know. But if he truly believes that this is what his son would, if his son's like, yeah, to make this better you gotta die too, man, and then we'll meet, like, I don't know. Sure. It's kind of weird, but sure. Anyway, he was an older guy stuck in his ways. Let's wait 4 days, I guess. Okay. Good. That's weird. It's weird you can only do like a day and a half.
We meet again. Thank you so much for all your help.
2 days. Sorry.
Nabil, what are you doing here?
Convicts from the desert are being escorted through Caravan Ribat, so I'm here to keep an eye on things. This should be the last group of them, so I'll be heading back to the Academia once they're cleared.
What's the situation?
The last few days have been quite the ride, but fortunately, I can say with confidence that this case is finally coming to an end. At first, the mercenary groups on the list were putting up quite a fight. They made several desperate attempts to cover up the truth. However, word is that someone crossed the desert and took out their main camp overnight.
Sounds like someone to know.
After that, people on the list started to put pressure on the higher-ups within the Academia. Everyone was on edge, and the case came to a standstill.
And? Then what happened?
Well, then we received word that Taj Rudkani had sacrificed himself on the case. The news really stirred up the members of our ranks. The Matra then moved together against the enemy. We cleared out the traitors from within the Academia and arrested all the researchers on the list. Some of them managed to get out of the Academia, but still failed to escape. The scattered criminals were captured all across Sumeru by the mysterious person who had defeated the mercenary groups. I even heard that someone was about to escape to Fontaine, but was still apprehended just at the border. Having more than 300 prisoners apprehended for interrogation has definitely shaken things up recently.
That's wild. To capture 300 people in 4 days, that's nuts. That's actually, dude worked. Dude hasn't slept.
So that's the end of it. Catching everyone on the list means no more smuggling canned knowledge and no more victims. It was a lot of work, but Paimon thinks we accomplished something big.
That's right. Thanks again for your assistance. As for the mysterious person who hit the mercenary camp, that must be Cyno, right? He's the only one I can think of who could accomplish such a feat. Speaking of which, have you been in touch with Cyno these days? I think I just saw him when I was on watch nearby.
I mean, dude, if he's been doing that for the last 4 days, no, I don't think I've been in touch.
He was walking with someone I didn't recognize, and then before I knew it, they were nowhere to be seen. If you happen to see him, please send my regards.
Huh.
Sure thing, Nabil. You be careful too. Don't let any of those bad guys escape.
Someone you didn't recognize, so not Taj.
Don't worry about me.
Taj is supposed
If
to be
anything
dead.
happens, you can find me at the Academia anytime. Farewell then.
Unless, is that a reference to Sethos, maybe? walking with someone he didn't recognize. Because I know Sethos is involved with the second act of Cyno Story Quest, right? Yeah.
Trying to single-handedly bring 300 people to justice must feel pretty exhilarating, but I can assure you this is certainly not the best solution.
I'm aware. However, I learned something unexpected during interrogation. Apparently, someone had enticed Mortada Radkani into becoming interested in researching the Court of Desolation. Mortada had lived in his father's shadow all his life. Naturally, he wanted to conduct research that would seem groundbreaking and significant. After Mortada died, the organization tried to use Taj's shame regarding his son to add him to their ranks. Toying with others' minds, treating lives like dirt, and doing anything for their own interests. This makes me angry.
Fine, I understand. This is a type of trap I've been working on which uses plants. Here, take some just in case you need them next time. If thrown into the mud, the trap will grow rapidly and disperse a pollen that has a paralyzing effect. I don't have much use for the traps these days, but maybe you will, and can help me collect more testing data.
I want that item. That sounds cool.
Tighnari! Oh, so Tighnari must be who Nabil saw earlier. Are you also here to see Cyno?
That's right. Cyno asked me to collect some medicinal herbs to treat a girl named Semin.
I thought Baiju. Of course, Tighnari would be the one that they go to first because Tighnari's actually in the region. My bad.
I also dropped by just to check for any injuries. He seems to be fine physically, but he looks a little more lonely than I remember. And Cyno, relax. You don't always have to look so serious, you know. Why don't you play more Genius Invocation TCG, huh? Kale has always been a little wary of you, and your stern expression certainly isn't helping.
How is Kale these days?
She's grown a bit taller, but her grades could use some improvement. She still made many mistakes on her last test, even after I had marked all the important content in the book for her. Her condition seems to be improving lately, so I plan on having her go outside more. It just so happens that I have something she can help me with.
Okay.
Huh? You mean Kale is leaving Avidia Forest? What happened?
I've asked her to host some ad hoc lectures to teach the dangers of canned knowledge, as well as how to use it safely. Although we've apprehended all the criminals behind the recent smuggling case, there are many people who are still curious and seek canned knowledge. So, I decided to ask her to work on increasing knowledge and awareness on the topic. Please be sure to keep an eye on her.
I will.
If anything else happens, the three of you can find me in the Avidia Forest. Take care.
Okay, Tighnari. Thanks for helping out.
I've already caught those who were preparing to attack you in secret. Even if some criminals did slip through our fingers, they wouldn't know that you were involved in the case, so you can relax.
But what about you, Cyno?
He's not worried.
It's still not time for me to rest yet. Those who died have fulfilled their wishes, but those who are alive must continue pressing forward. I've been thinking about what Taj said in the Court of Desolation these last few days. His words were not empty. People do change, and no belief can completely resist the erosion of time. I just hope my own change will come slowly, so that I can press on a little further. That way, those who see me as their superior, and those who are following in my footsteps, will learn courage from my example.
Well, that's nice.
Just as I gained courage from my own superiors, and my partner.
Sounds like a lot of work. I hope it will make you happy, son.
I'll be fine. I'm also enjoying my chat with you right now, you know? There are many things I feel better about once I start to talk about them.
That's good.
Many people want to go to the desert to offer condolences for Taj. But I didn't share details with anyone. I'd prefer to avoid revealing the location of the Court of Desolation.
Don't worry. I'll tell them.
One day, I'll gather some flowers that grow in arid desert conditions. And then, I was hoping you'd join me in planting them on the remains of the Court of Desolation.
Yeah? Sounds rad. And that's the Sands of Solitude quest completed.
By the way, something strange happened a few days ago.
Oh?
A merchant approached me and requested that I cover the cost of a desert travel kit.
Shit.
1,250,000 mora. I didn't remember owing anyone mora, especially not that kind of amount. So I arrested the merchant on charges of provocation and disturbing the peace. Do you know anything about this?
Nope. Paimon has no idea what that could be.
No, but arresting the person sounds like a valid idea that you should go along with. I have nothing to do with that though. I wasn't there. I have no idea what you're talking about. You're crazy. Anyway, this was fun. This was a good quest. I enjoyed this a lot. Getting to go and do things with Cyno. There was plenty of cool story stuff. There was plenty of cool gameplay stuff, whether it would be fighting off the bandits in one place, you know, getting to explore the desert a little bit, getting to do the domain, the enemies in there, doing those puzzles, even though there weren't really, I don't want to call them puzzles, it was really just like hit the button and watch the cool thing happen. I liked watching the cool thing happen. I like I've said this before, I like the aesthetics of these domains for a while now, ever since, I would say, yeah, ever since Inazuma, the domains have gotten a lot better. They've actually become very cool to look at visually. They become very more interactive, for sure. And they're involving some cool story stuff. Taj Redkani was a cool character that we got to see. I really like the switcheroo that they did. That they made us believe that he was doing all this because of the grief that he felt, the guilt that he felt from his son, and what had happened. And although that those feelings are still there because he had essentially died on the inside after what happened to his son, his last act was still to uncover this Court of Desolation to make sure that he could get rid of it for once and for all. And that came down, but then he had the sacrifice as well, to just die there, because he didn't see a point of going on. And I would say that, like, as maybe cool and stoic or like whatever that situation might be to some people, ultimately that's the worst choice you could make, because you feel bad about something because you've had this guilt doesn't mean your own life should end. And I'm sure maybe there could be some supernatural stuff around that too, that he could just be with his son again when he dies. I still think that it would be better if he actually continued to live and just continued his research, like I said before, in the name of his son. I don't want to get into it again because I already went full into that before. But anyway, this was great. I still think it was really cool. Awesome cutscene, very, very epic, and got me in the feels with what was happening. So it was enjoyable. This quest had its funny moments too, with, you know, Dory being herself, this moment right here at the end referring to her again, so at least she provided that element to this. Tainari making a brief appearance, talking about how Cyno should relax and play some of his PCG. Getting a little snippet of that. We haven't really seen Cyno get into like his dad joke phase yet, really. At least not in this, where I thought that would come out a little more here and there. But I don't know. Overall, this story was a lot of fun, and I'm glad that I did it. And I'm hoping that you enjoyed it as much as I did. So, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, I recommend you do so. Share your thoughts in the comment section down below. And if you want to see this uncut, all the things, then make sure you become a member here on the YouTube channel or on my Patreon, Scholar Tier and Up, and you get access to all that. Thank you so much for your support. It means a lot. And that's it. Until next time, shine on, you crazy diamonds. Later.